let's start with a couple of breaking news stories from the day. The first one came out earlier this morning. If you haven't seen it, a federal appeals court said Tuesday that former President Trump is not immune from prosecution in his federal 2020 election trial. That shocks nobody. The only thing that shocked me a little bit is it took this long for them to come out with this ruling. I think some of the things I read, some of them said the reason. What did you do the scroll?
You didn't notice it.
I like it. I think maybe why it took a little bit longer than most people were thinking was because they wanted to make sure that everything was as airtight as could possibly be, because obviously the next step is possibly sending this to the Supreme Court. And I think they wanted to write their findings so airtight that the Supreme Court is probably, from the experts that I have seen, have said, yeah, we're not even going to touch this one. We're just going to send it right back. And we're going to see the trial probably in the springtime. But the decision is a setback for the former president and the 2024 GOP presidential frontrunner, who has argued that he is immune from prosecution over his alleged efforts to subvert the 2020 election results. And as I'm reading this, I laugh. How do you not just laugh at some guy who was the president, who basically says, I can do whatever I want to and nobody can stop me? And the other ridiculous, he's tweeting out that, if a presidents aren't immune to do whatever they want to do, then that means from now on, every single president's going to be arrested after their term is up, which is ridiculous because we've had 44 presidents prior that we've never had this issue with.
That's just stupid. Like, it's just so, because presidents will be arrested after their term, so I need immunity. So when I do my crime, I don't get arrested after my term. Like, that's what he's saying. Like, it doesn't even make sense. And yeah, it made sense that it took them a long time because it was 3 judges, and I guess they wanted one voice to come out of that. So they probably each had to write their own decisions, and then they had to come back and look at it and try to combine everything. And what was good about the decision was that you see how they took things from Trump's own mouth, things from his attorney's own mouth, things from lawmakers, Mitch McConnell. Oh, I'm not voting for impeachment because they'll deal with him if he gets dealt with.
Correct.
Outside, he'll be prosecuted. Like, so
they argued that themselves during the immunity.
They argued that themselves.
Yeah.
Trump said he should not be impeached. Catch me on the rebound. That's what he said. And now they caught him on the rebound. And now he's like, no, wait, double jeopardy. I was impeached.
Oh, yeah. He said, we're not even playing basketball now. Now we're playing tennis. So it's a joke. He's a joke. And so are the clowns that back this guy constantly. In fact, I'm getting ready to play one clown that got up at the podium today with all these morons that are standing behind him. And this is Matt Gaetz, who's got issues of his own. And I'm sure at some point we are going to talk about that on this show because it will come to fruition. I am pretty sure. But let's hear Matt Gaetz is he wants to present a bill or anything that says that a president or Donald Trump specifically cannot be immune from an insurrection.
We are here today to authoritatively express that President Trump did not commit an insurrection. And
there's at least Stefanik, by the way, standing behind Matt Gaetz, who is running against our friend Stephen Holden, which we hope everybody goes out and votes for. But let's finish up to hear what Matt Gaetz has to say.
We believe Congress has a unique role in making that declaration. It's not the job of the states, and especially not the job of some bureaucrats in Colorado, to make this assessment and interfere with the rights of voters to cast their vote for the candidate of their choice. The very experts who often get on television and talk about securing democracy seem to be the first to want to then remove a candidate from the ballot because they are afraid that he is too popular.
That's their whole MO is what they'll do is they'll take whatever it is that is being projected at them, and they will turn it into a pretzel that is just so misshapen that you look at it, it looks like your 4-year-old made the pretzel.
It sounds stupid. Like, if you had any just sense about you, you would be like, what the fuck is he talking about? So in essence, he's saying, yeah, they're just jealous because he's popular.
Which is ridiculous, first of all. Again, we've talked about on this show 100 times. I think Joe Biden is dying for Donald Trump to be on that ballot, which he's going to be. And that's the guy he wants to run against. He is dying for it to be Donald Trump. But here's what, we were kind of alluding to earlier, is that none of these people actually believe what they say. They just don't. And Donald Trump is a caged animal that knows he's going down.
I said that to them, like, he's a caged orange, and he's an orange caged animal. Like, he is.
And he knows he's going down. So do these idiots. But these idiots have already been on TV. They've been on phone calls with Donald Trump, and they have given him his word that they are going to fight every single day. And the only reason why they get away with this bullshit is because A, we have media that allows it, and B, we've got fucking morons who will regurgitate everything that this idiot says, like the people who make comments on our YouTube clips.
Look at the body language. Like, I'm not a body language expert, but look at the body language here. It's not confidence. They look like they're being forced to do this because they know it's a fucking lie. She can't even look up. She's looking around until her time because she's running in her head, how she's going to say it forcefully to make people believe her. Like, it's all like they don't even look like they believe the bullshit.
Lana, that is an A+ observation. You're exactly right. None of them believe this. You have this guy in the background with his goofy smile, kind of like, all right, hurry the fuck up so I can get, so the camera's not looking at me anymore. The guy behind him to his on his back shoulder there is kind of staring like, oh, Jesus Christ. You're exactly right.
The guy in the blue with the red tie, he's just like, I want this over. I want this over. Like, they don't want to do this. They're being forced to do it. The Republican Party is like a bunch of thugs. Like, it's horrific. It's just bad.
Yeah, they really are. Let's finish up and hear what he has to say. Well, maybe it's not going to let me. Okay. I don't know what's going on with
to express the sense of Congress that President Trump did not commit an insurrection. I want to express my gratitude to Senator Vance for filing the companion legislation over in the Senate. And now is time for members of the House and Senate to show where they stand on this question. We and the former president welcome and expect many more co-sponsors in the coming days and look forward to a floor vote. And now I'd like to recognize my co-lead on this project, our terrific Republican.
Okay, that's the end of that. But yeah, you could tell they don't believe this, and this is a forced, sort of. I don't even want to say forced because I do believe Matt Gaetz and people like Elise Stefanik, they enjoy this kind of shit, but I don't even really think they understand how bad they look. They look good in a certain bubble of Americans that eat this shit up. And I think that's what keeps them coming back, because they think this bubble, and I believe this too, just reading a lot of the comments, this bubble literally thinks that 70 to 80% of the country is like them. They think that we are the minority.
Right. Because they're always saying, because Republicans are always saying that's not what Americans want. It's like, what Americans are you talking about?
I don't know.
It's like, who are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not really sure where they're getting that. Well, I know exactly where they're getting that information. And it's expanded through not just the Fox Newses and the OANs and the Newsmaxes. I mean, it's podcasts, it's, social media, it's memes seem to be some of the most efficient. And I'm not kidding when I say this. The most powerful and most efficient places where people get their political news. And do you know why that works so well? Because I've said it a fucking million times. This country is politically lazy. And if they can see a picture with some fucking words on it that's very easy to read, they'll go to their fucking friends, their work, wherever they are, and go, yeah, I read the Joe Biden, blah, blah, blah. And just like, because he read it on a fucking meme.
Well, no.
All right.
Sorry for eating, everyone.
No, you do your thing. Don't you ever apologize on this show. How dare you?
Sorry.
This one I don't want to play because I can't stand the sound of this woman's voice. Has nothing to do with the fact, by the way, that she's a woman. It has everything to do with the fact that she's so fucking dumb. But this is Marjorie Taylor Greene, although it feels like my videos are going to have a lot of pauses in them tonight, which is going to fucking piss me off. But maybe pauses with Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to be good. But this is her on she is not having anybody call anybody insurrectionist. She's just not having it.
She's not having it.
And an angry Marjorie Taylor Greene is something that's entertainment for me, and it makes me laugh.
In the media every single day accuse President Trump of waging an insurrection and accuse many of us of waging an insurrection.
Correct.
And you're doing nothing but lying and selling the lies of the Democrats all for campaigns and elections. Shame on every single person that has done that. Shame on you. You need to tell the truth. You have the freedom of press, one of the greatest rights in this entire.
This MAGA nut is talking about the freedom of press. Shame on you, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You are the last person that should be talking about the fucking freedom of press.
So disgusting.
Oh, she really is. She is just a nasty. And now we're sounding like Trump. She's a nasty woman. She's just a terrible person.
She really is.
All right.
World, and anyone that puts the word insurrectionist, calls President Trump an insurrectionist, and calls any of us an insurrectionist is a liar, and you do not deserve the power that you possess. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Defensive.
Let me give you guys a little.
Oh, there's more. Oh, nope, that was it. Lana, did it work? Shame on you. Did it work?
She's defensive, right?
Very.
Why is she so defensive?
That's another one of their MO things. They think that they yell at cameras and that people get scared of them and that people give a fuck what they say. And
that's exactly how guilty people act.
Yeah.
If you were not an insurrectionist, you wouldn't even talk about it.
No.
Why are you so pressed about it? Anyone call me or anyone else an insurrectionist spell it. Stop playing, Marjorie. That's just, oh my God, go away.
Really what this is coming from is after the news that broke of that Donald Trump cannot be held immune. Now they got to shift their focus. You know, they have to shift their focus on anything else that is not working for them. So now you have this, and Trump, I'm sure, is on the phone with Gates. He's on the phone with MTG. He's on the phone with every motherfucker who bows down to him and says, you get out there and you make the case in front of the American people, and you get them mad, you get them all riled up, so they go on small YouTube shows and make fucking dumb comments and get them ginned up for just in case this happens. Maybe they'll get together and they will make sure I never go to prison, which is fucking delusional. That's what I think, at least. What do you think, Lana? Do you think that's right? I asked that on purpose because I saw you put that tip in your mouth.
No, you're absolutely right. That's absolutely what he's doing. Absolutely. Gotta get them. And that's what they look like, right? They look like they got the phone call and they're all standing there because, like you said, Daddy Told them to.
Yeah.
You didn't want to be there. He told them to. You get up there right now and hold a presser.
Yeah.
You go to bat for me.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. And it's kind of like, and that's, that's why they want to put the border on the back burner. They want to put, they want to do is just keep people mad, make them angry. So they think there's going to be another January 6th. They think there's going to be some kind of civil war. And I hate to burst their bubble. There's not going to be a civil war. It's not happening. If Donald Trump gets convicted and goes to jail because of the crimes that he committed, you're going to have a small, pathetic group of people who are going to act angry. And then there are one of two things is going to happen. They're either just going to go home or they're going to go to jail like those other idiots. So it just, but while it's happening, I don't know, Alana. It's just crazy. Okay.
Don't make me listen to her again.
Nope, she's done.
She's just off.